Welcome to the SHAPEness Metadata Editor tutorial. In this module, we will describe the common operations that you can perform on nodes and relationships of an RDF graph. First, we are going to show you how to create new nodes. You can create nodes in several ways. You can use the main menu, click on Node and select Add, or you can use the Graph toolbar and select the plus button. The available shapes will be listed in a dialog window. Here you can select the types of nodes you want to create. For instance, we are going to create a dataset and person nodes. Now the newly created nodes appear at the top left corner of the graph view. They are represented through oval shapes colored according to their shape type. The nodes are also added in the outline view, grouped in a tree-like structure. Alternatively, you can create an individual node by using the palette view. Here, you can double-click or right-click on a shape. You can also drag and drop a shape from palette view to the graph view. In this way, the node will appear at the mouse drop location. Now we are going to show you how to fill in the node properties. Once you have created nodes on the graph, you can edit the properties of each node by using the Properties view. This view can be opened by double-clicking the node you're interested in, or by using the Node Context menu. For each node, you can open the dedicated Properties view, which appears at the bottom of the graph view. Now we're going to enter the given name and the telephone number of the person node. As for the given name, you can directly fill in the text field because it is a single value. The telephone numbers, on the other hand, can be multiple. Therefore, you need to use the Add button close to the field. You can use the Help button close to each property in order to have information about its meaning. Now, we'll move on to how to create relationships between nodes of the graph. You can create relationships between nodes by using the Properties view. For instance, the property Affiliation in Person node represents a relationship between that node and an organization. To fill this property, you need to click on the Add button. A dialog window will be opened. Here, you can choose to connect with a new node organization, which will be created, or select an existing organization node already present on the graph. Now we are going to select the existing organization node previously created. As you can see on the graph view, the nodes are connected with an arrow that represents the relationship called affiliation. The relationship is also added to the outline view. Next, we are going to show you how SHAPEness facilitates the editing of spatiotemporal information in order to avoid typos. The geographic coordinates are required, for instance, when you need to define the spatial coverage of a dataset by using DCT spatial property. This field represents the relationship between dataset and location nodes. The location node has the geometry property, which should contain the geographic coordinate values. By clicking on the Add button, an interactive map dialog will enable you to draw points or polygons by clicking on the map. Or you can also fill in manually the coordinates by using the text area at the bottom. If you need to enter the geographic coordinates of a point, you can click on the map or manually write the values in the text area. Whenever you change the values in the text area, you need to click on the Show on Map button in order to update the values on the map. If you need to enter geographic coordinates of a polygon, you can enter the points which represent the polygon corners by clicking on the map or by using the text area. When you're done, click OK to confirm your input. The values entered will appear in the Properties view. Then you need to enter temporal values. As in the case of DCT issued property in dataset, you can select the date and time by using the graphical calendar, or alternatively, you can manually change the values in the text field. Now we are going to show you how to change the color of the nodes. The nodes of the graph are colored according to their shape type, and you can customize these colors. There are several ways in which you can change the colors of a node. You can use the main menu, click on Node, and select Change Colors, or you can use the Palette toolbar and select the Rainbow button. The current colors assigned to the shapes will be shown in a dialog window. For each shape, you can change the color, which will be used by the tool to represent the nodes of that type. Now we are going to change the color of the person shape by clicking on the color button. Choose the color you prefer for this shape, and when you're done, click OK. As you can see, all person nodes are now colored with a new color. Alternatively, you can change the color of an individual node by using the right-click on a shape or right-click on a node. Now, let us take a look at how to filter nodes on the graph. With a growing number of nodes and relationships, you might have difficulty with reading and managing the graph. For this reason, SHAPEness provides a filter panel at the top of the graph, which allows to hide or show specific nodes on the graph. This panel provides information about the type and the number of nodes present on the graph. If you need to hide or show some nodes, you should uncheck or check the shapes of those nodes. Here, we are going to hide the organization and dataset nodes by unchecking their shapes. Then we are going to show the dataset nodes by checking the dataset shape. You may also show or hide all nodes on the graph by using the dedicated buttons provided by the filter panel. Finally, all common operations you can perform on the graph are available on the Graph toolbar and context menu provided by Nodes and Relationships. We have now come to an end of this module. Thank you for watching, and please continue on to the next Module 4 tutorial.